Whew, that was a tough lock. Dobry wiecie, agents. Welcome back to No One Lives Forever 2. So I'm not gonna lie, trying to make it through this area without setting off an alarm is, I wouldn't say it's impossible, but I would say it's incredibly hard, not generally worth it, and mostly impossible.
Coming for you.
I mean, you can usually prevent them from setting off the alarm buttons themselves, but trying to do the game stealthy like this is, it's not built into the engine. It's a nice idea, it works to an extent,
There's trouble,
but
Conrad.
yeah.
Hey, you, get up!
I'm not filling out the paperwork.
Show yourself! Don't make me hunt you down!
I know I mentioned it last time, but this area of the map actually has incredibly aggressive guard spawns, and I'll look into that room that I, knocked over briefly.
Give yourself up!
But you'll see where the guards come from and where they constantly come through.
Who's there?
No one but us sandmen. Wait, is that what you would call them? Sandmen? People that put things to... Hello. Yeah, guard spawns. So those double doors over there, I didn't really get a good look at them, but, This guy's looking a little hot under the collar. I don't remember if I go back for that note or not. I may never see it again. Anyway, actually it's not double doors, that's single door. You can see on the far wall. Guards will constantly spawn in from there. Constantly. Constantly. There is no such thing as no guards coming out of that door. Bureaucracy at its finest. To be entirely fair, going through that door is a way to get from one point to the other, and I'll be using it later because we're actually required, we're required to come back here from the next area once, and it's optional to come back here from the next area a second time for some more skill points, so of course I'm doing it. But there's two exits from this area that go into the next area and one entrance, so it's not the best.
How did this happen? I know you're there! Where are you? Must rest.
I'm pretty darn close to just going through this area guns blazing, and that's actually what I do the 2 times I have to come back here, because it's really not worth it to continually just... I mean, the game gives you ammo, you might as well use it, right? I mean, that's my rationale anyway. I really wish I know what that note says now, because it's gonna bug me. This guard doesn't wake up if you don't provoke him, so, I mean... Might as well leave him alive if you can, I guess? I mean, maybe he has a family. This wall safe is something we'll be coming back for later. This is the optional objective that we come back for in this area a second time. And I'll explain exactly how that works once we get closer to that.
Come out at once! Nothing.
If you do happen to be going through here guns blazing, there is a medkit for you, which could come in handy, depending on exactly how guns blazing you've gone, or how effectively, I guess I should say.
Show yourself! Please!
Those two verbal commands didn't really go together. Show yourself, please. You know, whatever.
I give up.
The dynamic music in this game doesn't always work exactly as intended. You can hear the, relaxed one going on over top of the tense, somebody's searching for you one. I have no idea what set off that alarm.
Don't make me hunt you down.
I really don't.
Where are you?
I don't know how bad filing duty in the records building is, but considering they consider they're looking at asphyxiation or firing squad to be preferable to filing duty, I have to wonder exactly how many files they have. It can't be that bad, can it? Well, I mean, I guess it can. I've dealt with some pretty tenacious files before, so... yeah, who knows.
I give up.
But here's one of our exits, and it's one that we cannot get back in. But it's a little more sneaky. I'll go for it. I don't think I've shown off the camera disabler yet. It's one of our ammo types for the CT-180. All you have to do is shoot a camera and it will have a little something attached to the front of it that will... it projects a static image. So that's nice.
Feeling sleepy.
So one of the problems in this area is that right underneath that, hello explosives. Right underneath that camera is a gate which is, well, electrified. And this is where the intel from before talking about the sugar and the generator comes in handy.
How do they expect us to stay fit eating this gruel?
I miss borscht.
I miss pierogi.
I miss bread.
But we have bread.
I'd rather eat rocks. You can kill a rabbit with this bread.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Rabbits too?
I'm patrolling the west perimeter tomorrow. I'll hunt. You cook.
It's a deal.
See, now that's Russian ingenuity at work. Too bad they probably won't live that long. Either due to firing squad or due to, well, us.
Must rest.
So that was a mistake.
Spy!
And that was the second
Out
mistake.
at once.
So there's a camera right above that door, which is another reason not to take it. And if the camera sees a guard that is, if the camera sees a guard that has been knocked out or put to sleep or whatever, it will set off an alert. Oh, I guess I killed that guy. Neat. There's still a few more things to find in this area, like the sugar. Then we have to deal with all the guards that I've encountered first. So I thought I put a camera disabler on that camera because I hit it with the trank dart instead. So that's going to be disappointing. But here's another one of our non-optional explosions on the way out. This one does have to be placed. Now, if you don't plant the explosives before you enter the building, or before you get to the next portion of the map, it's not terrible. It's not like you won't find any more explosives, because you will. There are more explosives on the way out. It's just if you plant them now, you don't have to worry about it later. And inside here, we can find Russian sugar.
Sorry, comrade.
That's better than the American
Red
stuff.
tape this way. Show yourself! What happened? I'm not filling out the paperwork. Don't make me hunt you down. Where are you? You are a brave man. Come out at once. Hey, you, get up. Sorry, comrade, but there's less red tape this way. Give yourself up! I give up.
Music suddenly got pretty intense. What's up with that?
Intruder! Yeah! Go, go! Yeah, yeah, yeah! Don't make me hunt you down. Die, you decadent pig! Kiss yourself!
So, if an enemy comes upon you and they're firing a full auto weapon, you're gonna have a bad time. Especially if you're in the middle of a firefight and you just happen to reload at a poor time. They're gonna take a large chunk out of your health, out of your armor, or whatever else. It's gonna happen. And you can see here I've already lost all of my armor, but luckily, since this isn't the first game, I can actually restore that health. Well, I think we've fairly decently weeded out all the guards around this area, so that's a start. I mean, there's probably one or two left, but what do? You can't kill them all, apparently. They're like rats, they keep breeding. What I'd really like to find somewhere in here is armor, but I don't recall if I actually find it or not. I find some. It's a start. And here's another piece of our little Russian Revolution conspiracy, whatever that's all about. Meanwhile, there's one more building for us to take a peek into. And it sounds like somebody's in here.
It's a spy! You're in trouble!
I was not incorrect. You may have just heard the sound of a door opening. That's the sound of a guard coming in from that center door right underneath the camera. Guards also kind of aggressively spawn in all over this map. It's kind of rude. It's kind of really rude. But it works. I mean, it keeps you on your toes. It encourages you to be stealthy instead of trying to run and gun because, well, you can't exactly wipe out all the guards. So it works in its way. The revolution will not be televised. But that's all the buildings outside here, so I am actually going to start using some magic of editing to get back inside and go ahead and... Hello. Yeah. Toss some sugar in the generator here. Because, well, it's a long trip back, and it's a long trip back and forth. It's kind of rude at this point in the game, especially with this being the second mission to have you do that, but it is what it is. I mean, they're showing off their game's capabilities. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. And with that, all of our abilities are at least leveled up once. But back to the matter at hand, now that Crazy Ivan's electric fence has been disabled, we can hop our way in. So, I thought about that guard on the staircase because there is another, there's another camera overlooking his position. And I thought, if I shoot him there, he'll be totally fine, right? I mean, he'll just fall down inside the camera's range. Which would have been true, except he rolled down the stairs. So, that's inconvenient. But these things happen, I guess. Yeah. More cameras, more alarms. It happens.
Where are you? Show yourself! Give yourself up! Make me hunt you down! Come out at once! Don't make me hunt you down! Show yourself! Where are you? Oh, dang. I'm tired.
So I don't actually know if killing the white-coated gentleman will penalize you. I would imagine it would. They're essentially non-combatants, but... So you may remember that I mentioned that safe earlier inside the old records building. That's the combination for it, so, well, I guess I'm going back again. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't mind walking all the way back. Why would I?
I give up.
Yeah, me too. Luckily, once again with the magic of editing, you don't have to watch me walk all the way back. And inside the safe, we'll find something very special. I don't know, that actually sounds kind of tasty. I wonder how that would turn out. I'm not gonna make it and find out.
No, please.
But I wonder. Anyway, we're pretty close to the end here. We'll just frisk this gentleman for anything good, and then we'll finally find our way into the new records building by descending the stairway into the basement. And that is going to be a whole different video. So, please join me next time.